Welcome to Empowered Voices, real stories, real courage. I'm Nancy Boss. These archival videos are part of the Empowered Voices project, recorded during my international interview series, exploring confidence and the power of authentic expression. Each story offers a glimpse into how people from around the world find strength in their voices. In this interview, you're going to hear from Lisa. She and I sat around a kitchen table in Taos, New Mexico, where she told me about finding her authentic self, separate from what other people told her to be or how she was raised. Here's Lisa's inspiring story.
And I'm driving down this beautiful mountain road next to the mountain, and there are buffalo and open fields, and the Rio Grande. You can see the green that runs along the Rio Grande, and I'm just winding my way down, and I'm alone, which is not something that has been historically true for my female relatives. You don't do anything without the man, and this is not my first trip alone, and I get teary, and I'm like, I don't understand.
The tears were just there.
They were
you didn't know why.
Yeah, it just was like welling up.
Amazing.
And I thought, people in my family don't do this. Women don't travel alone. They don't go do things alone. And I'm so blessed. I mean, that's kind of an overused expression, but it's true.
It's gratitude.
Oh my God. Yeah. Gratitude is like what bubbles up all the time, because I say, this isn't the life I should have had I
this
made
isn't
a
the life
different
you were born
turn.
into. Yeah.
Yeah. It would not look like this at all. Coming down this road, I've got tears in my eyes. I'm so grateful for my life. And I literally said out loud, and I don't know where it came from, I have a right to be happy. Because I was taught it's not a happy world. It's not a good world, and bad things are coming. And that was the way I was raised. And I haven't aspired to that in any way. It's like life is too good not to see
But you're a very happy person.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like by nature, you're happy despite...
That has always been me, regardless of what's going on. I'm happy.
You're the happy kid.
Yeah.
And now you're starting to realize that you deserve to be happy.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I didn't realize for so many years, I didn't think I deserved it. I walked around giving all the credit to my husband for this great life, because I met him when we were so young. I was 19.
Yeah.
And I've walked around giving him credit, and I'm like, no, I'm the one making the decisions of where I go and what I do. Taking credit has helped me to feel more confident and happier. Just, it's my choice where I'm going.
Okay.
There was a really big trauma in my life between the ages of 5 and 12. With my mother. I don't talk about it openly, but I didn't remember. And my father died in 2018. And by 2019, I was having nightmares about what happened to me.
Wow.
And I started going to therapy, and I was terrified.
Wow.
But my brother is dead due to an overdose. And I think it's because he was also involved in this trauma. Mm-hmm. But he didn't know how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. So at 30, he overdosed.
He was done, yeah.
And I think my psyche protected me from it until I was ready.
Until you were ready.
Yeah, you asked, what do you feel? How do you feel? I'm ready. Each time, I think I take care of myself subconsciously. And when it's time, it happens. And I go to therapy, and it's scary, and I cry, and I don't love it at the time, but I can retrospectively look back and go, every time it's been better on the other side.
Better on the other side. Yeah. You need to have that proof maybe to go into this going, it's going to be worth it.
It's always better on the other side when you get through it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there like a light bulb moment of empowerment? Like some people are like, and at that moment, I realized I am something like that. Others of us, it's just one succession of empowerment after another.
I would definitely say it's not been an epiphany moment. It's been a succession of little
big ahas.
Big,
but you had so many, like, my personal narrative work.
Yeah.
You had so much of that. It's not like there was just 3 or 4 stories.
No, I mean, I have a 15-year-old mother when she was, when I was born. And then she ended up with mental health issues.
Right.
And then she took drugs to overcome those mental health issues, and alcoholism was involved. So there was a lot of stuff to sort through.
A lot of stuff
just
to sort
based
through
on
for you to find yourself and your self-esteem, and to know this is her and this is me.
Right. I don't speak to my mother anymore because of boundaries I put in, and she would not stay in those boundaries.
Okay.
And eventually she would call and I would say, Mom, that's breaking a boundary. Mom, that's breaking a boundary. I'm going to hang out, Mom, if you don't stop. And a lot of times she ended up screaming.
Because, she couldn't handle
She wasn't getting her way.
Yeah.
Which, as a child of a 15-year-old, I was trained to be her best friend, her ally and everything. And when I started taking care of myself, she wasn't comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first epiphany, is I'm going to separate from this mother who trained me to be her best friend in everything. I co-parented. I mean, there was a lot of therapy to get through to undo things. So that was, the first epiphany, but there are a lot of.
And now you're going to deal with her ancestors.
Yeah.
Who got her in that mess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. That generational memory stuff it's time.
So is there anything that you wish that people would know?
Listen to your intuition.
Yeah.
Huge. That's been, a friend of mine said a long time ago, it's probably 30. I said, I just wish I made better choices. And she said, look at where your intuition has got you to this point. Intuition has been huge. I didn't know I was following it.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally. I was just on the way up here, I was listening to the Jay Shetty's podcast.
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
They were talking about intuition, and Jay said when he was 14, he decided to follow his intuition. And so he has trained himself to follow his intuition for his entire life. And all the time he runs into people who have decided about 14 to not follow their intuition and do what they're told.
Oh, okay.
And so doing what you're told, and what culture expects of you, is denying your intuition.
That's so funny you're saying this, because my whole life, because my mom was 15, dad was 17, I became this co-parent, and we were always at odds because I never agreed with them. And
your
they would ask me
something different.
Yes. And I would hear things like, oh, you think you're better than us, you think you know better than us. That was kind of their mantra.
But they were
to
kind
me.
of right.
That's what Pete says too. You did know better. Look where they ended up, sadly, and look where you are. The joy factor in our lives were immensely different. But I think I did decide at some early point, I'm following my intuition, because that I don't want that.
These stories remind us that courage sounds different for everyone. Join me for more voices from around the world that rise, connect, and resonate with strength and authenticity.